Hello viewers, I'm Kaiser Dar. You're watching Kashmir News Bureau. Here goes the top stories of the day. New Delhi-based Track 2 diplomatic forum demands impartial probe in Srinagar encounter. Supreme Court suspends implementation of farm laws, sets up committee to hold talks. Trump declares emergency in Washington DC ahead of Biden inauguration. Forces on high alert along border with China, says Army Chief. No snowfall but cloudy weather conditions around January 19th. New Delhi-based Track 2 Diplomatic Forum Center for Peace and Progress has written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi urging him to order an impartial probe into the Srinagar encounter that resulted into the killing of 3 youth on December 30th, 2020. The letter reads, I would urge the Government of India and the administration of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir to conduct an independent, impartial and a thorough investigation of this encounter, which the families of the dead young men allege was a fake encounter. O.P. Shaw further stated security personnel failed to make any effort to involve the families of the deceased to appeal to the alleged militants to surrender. Frequently, dying militants tend to call their family members in their final hours, which in this case, it is quite extraordinary that none of the deceased attempted to contact their family members. The Supreme Court has suspended the implementation of the 3 farm laws and set up a committee to facilitate talks between the central government and farmer unions today. The development took place while Apex Court was hearing a batch of petitions challenging the validity of the 3 farm laws that were enacted last September. In response, farmer unions thanked the top court but turned down the idea of a committee to resolve the issue. They reiterated their demand for a repeal of the laws. Pertinently, centre and farmer unions have engaged in 8 rounds of talks so far, but failed to break the ice. Well, their next meeting is scheduled on January 15th, while as per reports, farmers are planning to intensify their protests by entering the national capital in a tractor march on Republic Day. The outgoing United States President Donald Trump has declared a state of emergency in Washington a few days after his supporters marched into the Capitol building with an intention to destroy government property and protest against the U.S. election results. The news broke out in the late hours of Monday through a White House press office. The release claims that the decision has been taken to make sure no such incidents take place in future, as the inauguration ceremony for Joe Biden is scheduled to take place next week. Indian Army is on high alert not only in eastern Ladakh but across the northern border with China, Indian Army Chief General Manoj Mukund Naravane said today. In an annual presser, General Naravane said, "We have gone into a winter deployment situation. India and China will reach amicable solutions. However, we are ready to meet any eventuality." The situation at the line of actual control is the same as it was last year. The status quo remains the same. We have received directions from the government to remain in the same position where we are deployed at the friction point, Army Chief said. The Meteorological Department official has predicted cloudy weather conditions around this month's 19th and has categorically denied any snowfall in Kashmir Valley between the 18th and 19th of January, as such was reported by several regional news agencies. The officials said that they continuously have an eye on the weather conditions for the coming days and are predicting cloudy weather around 19th of January. Well, for now, there is no confirmation of snowfall for 18th and 19th of January. And that's it for today. For more stories, visit our website kashmirnewsbureau.com and do follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Goodbye.
तिजारत को फरोग देने के लिए कश्मीर न्यूज ब्यूरो आपको एक बेहतरीन मौका फराहम करता है। आइए अपने प्रोडक्ट्स और सर्विसेज को मुनासिब कीमत पर एडवर्टाइज कराएं। आज ही मौके का फायदा उठाएं। मजीद तफसीलात के लिए राबिता करें कश्मीर न्यूज ब्यूरो, राजबाग, श्रीनगर। कॉल 1943590072 और 9906404859।